I felt the nudge to come out before sunrise this morning and give a little transmission. The clarity that has come through, especially with the blue full moon being Sunday night, we are on Tuesday AM, is if the moon is the clarity within the darkness, and the moon illuminates everything within, and then sun being the source, being the higher playing fields, being your inspiration, being your guidance to your journey through life, through living, through creation, then when both are alignment, and I had the feeling of like knocking 3 times, and then almost as if all 3 came out into one kind of projection, or one living embodiment, just one. And I don't like the word projection because the way that the system is portraying it is there's a lot of different things that are not authentic, and we know just from that statement alone. So I thought I would just listen to the guidance and see what happens. I'm going to close down. This is always for our highest and best good and the highest good of all, in service to humanity and the elevation the elevation of consciousness through the divine will of Mother, Father, God. To receive this transmission, all you have to do is say yes. You have the divine authority to say no in all aspects of your life. Indeed. I'm seeing what looks like hands on wheels just completely turning. And this is the collective. As if we've been guided down a path for so long that is outside of ourselves. It's searching, seeking for the peace and happiness through things, through the material world, and forgetting that we have everything we need here. And as the wheel completely turns, I'm seeing everyone now will be forced is a strong word, but to face themselves, to see themselves. And so the path begins through our pain body, the trials and tribulations that we have gone through, and the chain of events that have led us into that self-reflective standpoint, to then see with clarity, with love and compassion. That is all it is the reminder of to sit with grace, to sit with compassion, to sit with love and honor for your journey and everything that you have been through, because this change of events now will lead us into our truth through our intuitive guidance, listening, quieting, breathing, giving yourself rest to hear, and then when the inspiration hits, taking the divine action. You see, if you are here, Jennifer has chosen to step into a role to guide and to lead, but also realize that to get here, she had to first face here and honor with love and compassion. That means honoring the depth of our feelings of unrootedness, unworthiness, the depth of our rage and our anger, the depth of our guilt and our shame. And then as you emerge from those spaces, you begin to see more and more. You begin working with the movement of the body, the freedom and liberation in movement, in feeling again. You work on the creativity. You work on your self-doubt. You work on and through your inspiration. You see, the work the old system would have us believe is here, something we need to do. The work here is who we are. It is our being, our essence. And there is nothing to prove. The being knows. The being is here. The being is you and I. The being is being present. The presence of God, the stillness in the center, the peace, the harmony, the coherence, the dancing in unity with life. Our greatest gift is life, and what we do with it is our choice. So we would like to offer the space of moving one foot in front of the other for each individual that is here. Listen to your inspiration. If the path is taking you into an old way of being, and if it triggers you, the trigger is the wound. We have talked about this. The trigger is the mark where you meet yourself face to face. Remind yourself who you are. Look yourself in the eyes with clarity. Feel your heart's connection to that point of attraction. And we are using the term point of attraction because it is the mark of pain. It is the mark where you have been hurt or injured or wounded. And when you meet yourself in that space with love, I see you, I hear you, I love you. We are not stuck. We are not in the past. We are right here. We are right here. Grounded. That is when things begin to change for the good, for the better, for the upliftment. You meet the point of attraction. We would ask that you recognize fear, as fear will want to stop you. See fear, that is it. If you feel fear, if fear is in the playing field and you feel afraid to do so, please recognize that as fear. And then ask fear to step aside. I see you, fear. Call it out. Ask it to step aside with clarity. And then you will have clear insight. You may have to recognize another emotion that is trying to block you. Self-sabotage, insecurities, self-doubt. the fear of judgment, the fear of worry of what others may say or think. However, we would like to remind you that when you are fully illuminated from the inside, your insides shine. Your insides smile. And while some may fear that, others see and rejoice. They see with love. They see the value of coming through and through and through and through to listen with sacred intent, to take action steps, to be vulnerable. Please remember that your path does not need to be online. It is exactly yours. Do not let the comparison trip you up. That can be tricky. Your path is yours and yours alone, and you are here to figure out your journey the way that works in your highest and best good. I'm just listening to see if that is all. Do not fear. This is the change of a lifetime. And for those of you who have been diligently listening and doing the work, this is when your life's work is alive. It's real. It is tangible. It has been birthed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. We give thanks. So Sunday I didn't really feel like myself. I did teach my class on Saturday and it was magical. Magical. The space in the room, the doors that we opened, it was real, it was vulnerable. I could share my truth and just being vulnerable. I have no worries or no qualms with showing my emotion in front of people. That has kind of become my second language. But I also realize and recognize that sharing that vulnerability as a leader kind of puts us on an even playing field where nobody is better than anybody. We're trying to figure this out together. We're all children walking a path of new. And when we are really listening to the guidance, we're always being guided to face something new, to try something new, to experience something new. And while it doesn't need to be at a fast pace, it is unique to you. That's the individual. It's unique to you. And what really feels good, feels joyful, feels harmonious. So Sunday I didn't feel like myself, and trying to put it in words, because sometimes for me personally, I can get a finger on it, what it feels like, and then it doesn't feel so wild. I also know that that's why I'm here, is to give my put it into words so that you can say, wow, yeah, this is what my body is feeling. Because if you're not unsure, it feels like something is wrong, and nothing's wrong. I do have full faith and full trust in that. But it felt like in the movies where you're being beamed up, but it wasn't like I was leaving my body. It was just like these light beams were moving through my body, and my body kind of didn't exist. And then it just felt like I was coming out of my body. it's just wild. The vision of that in and of itself. Almost like in death there is life, and then grounding that back here in the now and fully integrating. And I was out in my garden all day yesterday. I don't know if the camera angle can see, but we put up some new cattle panels behind me, and I trellised my tomatoes and underneath the cattle panels. So that, and then we had a beautiful, beautiful storm, and we woke up to tornado sirens, and I wasn't worried at all. But the rolling of the thunder continued and continued and continued. And I remember I was laying on my stomach, and Kelly was up. He was going to go turn on the news, and I said, oh, it just feels like it's like the wrath of God in the best way possible. I mean, when you don't fear God, then there's nothing to fear. And so, but that's kind of what has been coming through. And then yesterday, delivering the message where you are a helper, you're a caregiver, you're a lover, you want to help others. But a lot of times, I will say this with the most compassion and love, because I've lived it. I cared for others because I didn't want them to feel what I had felt. So with it being a little bit of a trauma response, and please continue to follow me with an open heart and an open mind, I began the journey within to recognize and remember how to heal and nurture myself first. It's like a little bug moving a grass piece. How to heal and nurture myself first, and then I can truly care for others in the ways that they need, not the ways that we have come from a society, a collective, a culture of feeding people what they want. And a lot of times what they want isn't for their highest and best good and the highest good of all. What they need is the truth, and the truth does hurt, but the truth is where we can find clarity, when we can bring it to the surface and say, now that that's out, how do we work with this space? And now that you have the clearing within, what do you need to practice? What do you need to work through to have a better understanding of your next chapter of your life story? And so that's why doing the work is so very, very important. If this is lighting you up, I do have a class coming up on June 13th at the Creative Spark Gallery. If you are local, we are in Independence. I also have available one-on-ones, group sessions, and my master class. And so the one-on-ones and the group sessions can be on Zoom. They also can be local. I do ask that you have, CC, I'm finding where my initial response was I wanted to say 8 or more, but no more than 15, because the intimacy is needed. So if you are wanting to dive deeper, please visit my website, withinbyjen.com. You can find the services there. You can find the calendar there. I do believe, as of now, I have my calendar to schedule on my social media platforms in my bio. What else? But really, the journey is yours. We are here to guide and to say, if you're in a space where you feel stuck, you feel like you're not having a breakthrough, and you do need guidance and assistance, we are here to help. So I know this message will find you. I don't mean I don't hope. I have full hope. I have full hope. But the knowing, the space that we're in is knowing of, here we are, and knowing that my medicine is reaching exactly who needs it and who is ready, because this medicine is real. It is vulnerable. It is raw, and it is not anything external. It is the slowing down of space-time to see ourselves, to have time to sit with yourself in harmony, in and then have that communication, have that conversation with yourself. It's an honor and a blessing. I'm grateful to have been through it and to now be able to share with you all. It's beautiful and peaceful out here this time of morning. Yeah, I think that is it. I'm Jennifer Rene. This is Within by Jen. It's within each and every one of us. It always, always has been. And I will see you all in the next video. I will leave us with this. What is one thing that your soul has been calling you to do? And how can you just maybe write the blueprints of what taking action might look like? It doesn't have to mean a whole gigantic choice. It can literally, you writing down the blueprints can be the first step. You writing a letter to yourself can be the first step. It doesn't have to be an outward step. It's the inward step to really listen. And so I would ask that for you to listen to what your inspiration and what the spirit of you is asking for you to do for what is next in your life. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.